Talktainment Radio, worldwide sound. Talktainmentradio.com. We give you a reason to come. The world's greatest radio. We give you a reason to stay. Radio, the way it should be heard. You got the power.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, the staff, or K&E World Network, LLC.
This is the Wellness Spot, and I'm Tanya Karen. Wellness is a choice, is a choice, is a choice, is a choice. Wellness is a choice. TalkTainmentRadio.com. We go where you go. The world's greatest radio. Radio the way it should be heard. You're in touch with the Wellness Spot, and I'm Tank the Nurse. Let's talk wellness. Call in at 1-877-932-9766. Watch us and hear us on Facebook /Talktainment Radio. May, the month of nurturing, the month that all around the world women are celebrated for Mother's Day. But even in nature, this is a time when when everything is about nurturing and blooming and blossoming and birthing something, which is something that is special and unique to women. So we want to discuss nurturing, women, sisterhood, woman power, and love. I have with me Debbie Tidwell and SHARON BUTLER. Thank you for joining me for this especially important show. I've been waiting for this show for about 2 years, so thank you.
Thank you for having us, Tanya.
Yes, thank you, Tanya.
So let's jump right in, because I got a lot of good questions. Like I said, this is a show that I have been trying to put together for about a year and a half, and I am super excited. I woke up early, practiced, had some fun talking with Debbie and SHARON already. Debbie, first, will you introduce yourself? Tell us just a little bit about you.
I am the oldest girl out of 12 siblings.
12.
12
1, 2.
siblings. Yes.
1, 2.
Yes.
Woo! Now,
That was a lot.
we're going to talk about...
Cheaper by the dozen.
Hey, and now we will talk about your mom, but we'll save that for later. 12.
Yes. Being the oldest, you, especially being a daughter, you have a lot of responsibilities in helping the other siblings. But I decided from that, having that many siblings, I decided that I wanted to go to school and become a teacher and work with kids. Can you believe that? That's what I decided to do. So I graduated from Ohio State in 1972, went in elementary and special education. But then I found that being in a classroom wasn't really what I wanted to do, because I wasn't able to work with the kids like I wanted to. So I was offered a job at Ohio Department of Natural Resources to start a environmental ed and recreation program dealing with special population. So my role was to modify existing programs and to develop new programs. And in doing that, I got to meet a lot of people and really see what was needed in working with people to help them in their life choices.
So now, you said you're a Buckeye, so that
Well,
it's always good to have Buckeyes.
well, I'm half Buckeye. I would say I'm a coal miner's daughter.
Hello.
Yes, I was born in Gary, West Virginia.
Oh.
And that was quite interesting.
Well, they say, a lot of big families come out of West Virginia. So we got 12.
Yes, 12.
Yes, 12. But now we do have an official Buckeye in the family, and that's our baby brother John. He was actually born in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
So the rest of us are coal miners, but we have one Buckeye in the family.
Okay. Okay. Now you said teacher. You work with special ed, and we'll talk about this in the second half. A little bit about magic within us and things that you do with helping people with special needs and just helping our young people, which is extremely important. But now you missed something. You're not only part of the 12, but aren't you a twin?
Yes, I have a twin brother, and we are as different as night and day.
So you two balance out the 12, right?
Yeah, we balance out the 12.
Okay.
That we do.
Okay, so now before we ask Sharon to introduce herself, we're missing 3. Now we had, life happens and things come up, but the 3 amigas that are not here, or can I say 3 stooges, 3 amigas? I'm getting myself in trouble, but I'm gonna jump on in there because they're not here to defend themselves.
So you can call them what you want because they're not here. So they missed it, so the game is on.
That's right, game on. So we have Judy, and then Paula, and then the baby girl is Rosie.
Rosie.
Okay,
right.
so we're missing 3, but we're going to talk about the 3 throughout the show. And I should have told them that they could call in, but if they are listening and they call in, good. If not, they're free game. So
Right.
Sharon, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, as you can hear, my voice is not the best. I'm dealing with some allergy issues today. But I graduated from Mohawk High School.
Mohawk.
Mohawk
Woo.
High School, yes. Is that where you graduated? Long time ago. But been married for 42 years this past February. I have 3 daughters, 8 grandchildren, plus 3 steps. I worked for the Ohio Department of Health for about 12 years, and then another, I think it was 11 or 12 with the Department of Job and Family Services. With the Department of Job and Family Services, I was able to deal and work with the reimbursement to nursing homes that took care of the elderly. It was very, very encouraging and excitement to do that because you was able to learn a lot about the care that was provided for the elderly in the nursing homes. So that's basically what I did on my job. But my passion is the things that I do for everybody. I just go full force, whether it's the elderly or the young.
Right.
I just do what I can for everybody, and it's always out of love. So that's where I am.
And that I can attest. And, I thank you for coming, even though your voices, I, as the oil boss, I always got a remedy. Either that fire cider, which I don't know, because, you probably, I don't know if you've tried the fire cider or know what it's about, but fire cider would definitely knock that out. And some digize would help with those seasonal discomforts, but we'll talk about that later. So you said 3 daughters. So when we talk about the 3 daughters, I'm going to ask something too on the second half. So I'm going to make myself a little note. But I want to jump into sisterhood and to the month of May being the month of nurturing. And like I said, we definitely, when you think of those 12, we're going to talk about mothers. But let's talk sisterhood. That's
Okay.
more than one individual sharing a blood-like connection. Sisterhood is something that can be with sisters or can be with friends.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that's a bond that is like nothing ever. And any woman that has a fleshly sisterhood or just a friend that they have met along the way and have bonded in a sisterhood relationship will tell you it is nothing like it. But the reason why I have been in pursuit of you 5 women is that I can say from a personal standpoint that you are the epitome of what I call sisterhood in your relationship that I have seen from a distance. Someone that I can say that you can get into an argument with and then laugh within the next second because the things that you say or do are not meant in a harmful way.
Absolutely not.
But you know, when you define love, I kind of define it like water. There's ends of the spectrum. Love, most people just want to talk about the hug, the kisses, the fun stuff, the smiles. No one wants to talk about the crying or the things that can be holding you accountable. You know, so what's your viewpoint when it comes to sisterhood? Debbie, you first.
Well, I think that sisterhood is something that you have to work at. Like the five of us, we're sisters, which mean we're siblings. But to become sisterhood, it's a process. You learn how to give, you compromise, you support, and you make sure that each other knows we got your back. And I think that's the main thing in sisterhood, that all sisterhoods know that they have each other's back.
That is so important. And I can tell you that, again, from a distance. You know, I see you all together, hanging out. Is it called a staycation? Vacation?
Yes.
Yes,
In fact, we got it on the calendar for September the 26th already.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the staycation. What is a staycation?
Oh, wow. What we do is our younger sister Rosie loves to entertain at her house. And so what we all do is pick like 2 or 3 days within that month. And we go to her house and we just stay overnight. And whether we can stay in our pajamas all day or we can plan to go out to dinner. But 2 or 3 days we just bond with each other. We watch movies and have good food. And we just enjoy each other's company and just basically talk about anything and everything. And if we choose to go out, we'll do that. But if not, we can stay there at the house just all day long, 2 or 3 days, and just have fun with each other.
And I know that you have this because I have known of the previous staycations. And can I say all of you are married? Is that right?
Right.
Yes, all of us are married.
So
I'm
the
married the
husband.
longest of the girls, 46 years.
Okay, so you know my rule on marriage is, now I'm not married, but I have a rule if that's allowed. 50 years and then it's smooth sailing. So you got 4 more and Judy's got 8 more. Sharon's got
Yes,
8 more.
yes.
So 50 years and then that marriage is smooth sailing. So you're almost there. You're
Absolutely.
almost there.
Thank goodness.
Absolutely.
Hard labor.
So these husbands have to recognize the energy of the sisterhood, because all of y'all go to Rosie, so that means Rosie's husband has to leave, and you got children, you got
Yes.
grandchildren, so it's a woman's staycation. That sounds
that is
amazing.
correct.
Exactly.
And one of the other things that Rosie does, she jokes with us, but she tells us to check our phones in at the door when we get there. So
All right.
No phones.
Hello,
No phones.
hello. I hope I need to get this show out to as many women and men as possible, because I know for a fact women can benefit from a staycation, especially if it's sisters that are blood sisters, but even if it's the sisterhood and it's someone that you have bonded with. That's a powerful 3 days to just be able to talk, watch movies, laugh, cry, just do what you choose to do. So that's amazing. You know, I one of the things I say about sisterhood, it's being your authentic self,
yes,
Right.
yes.
being honest, being understanding, having a safe place to share and to heal, empowering one another, and mentoring, having secrets, having someone that you can tell. I think that's huge, you know, having someone that you can tell things to and be your authentic self and no judgment. That's huge in and of itself. And to have it be someone that is part of your family, that's truly invaluable.
Absolutely.
It is. It
And
definitely
one
is.
thing, Tanya, about all of us is, we all have different personalities. So we come at conversations bringing in our interpretations of things differently, but all that is taken out of fun, love, and we just get along with each other.
Now I'm going to ask some questions, and these three aren't here, so I'm going to ask in a little bit for a fun time, a sad time, a challenging time. But before I do that, can you tell me if you could pick out the superpower or the unique super thing that your sisters had, what would that be?
Well, I'd like to start off with my sister sitting here, Sharon.
Okay.
Her
Okay.
superpower would be Superwoman.
Superwoman.
I
Okay.
have never seen, she has taken the M out of multitask. She is there for her family, her grandkids, her kids, her siblings, her in-laws. I have never seen a person give so much to so many people, and it's not like it's one time she's just dealing with her in-laws or dealing with her siblings. It's a combination. She's got a lot going on with all her siblings, her children, her grandchildren, and her in-laws. So I give her Superwoman, because she could be down and out. I'm gonna tell you, this one time she was sick and was supposed to have been laying on the couch resting. I called to check on her. She done made a big bowl of potato salad and took it over to her mother-in-law's house.
Oh, wow.
20 pounds of potatoes she peeled and cooked, and took it over to her mother-in-law's instead of laying on the couch. So I call her Superwoman.
All right, Debbie Jean.
All right.
Let's get
All
to
right.
somebody else.
My sister Judy, I said that she has the invisibility.
Okay.
Judy's there, but Judy can not be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it gets like it's too much for her or it's overwhelming, Judy kind of disappears even though she's in the room.
Yes.
So I give her the indivisible power.
Okay.
And for my sister Paula, I give her super speed. I have never seen a woman that can never sit down. You go to Paula's house, she'll fix you something to eat. Then she's wiping the counter off. She's coming back checking on you if you need ice in your drain. She never sits down. She's on the go all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
So I give her super speed. And for my other sister, Rosie, she has enhanced senses. Rosie can come over. Oh, what you cooking? Oh, I know what you're cooking. Oh, you should have put a little bit of this in there. Now, when I make my chili, I put this in. And she has enhanced senses. So that's Rosella.
All right. All right. So we got Superwoman. We got technically Wonder Woman with the invisible powers. We got super speed. I was putting ISIS. And then we have enhanced senses. And I got to come up with a name for Rosie.
That. Yeah, we got to pick a name for her.
So now, Sharon.
Right. Now, Debbie didn't talk about herself.
Yeah.
She didn't say what her superpower is. But I would say it would be encouragement. Debbie always, and as long as I can remember, always encourage everyone to bring out the best in themselves, what they have. Give positive feedback on everyone, and especially the young people. And then with the sister, she do the same thing. She'll sit and she'll listen, and then she'll come back with an honest opinion. So I think hers would be encouragement. And what she said about the other sisters, I agree with everything that she said.
Okay.
One of the things with all of us is that we are all willing and able and want to share and give what we have to everybody, regardless of what our condition is and what we're going through. And what she has said about me, I do get a lot that I need to put N-O in my vocabulary, which is to say no sometimes. and I do say no sometimes, but if I can do it, I'll do it. And I think that goes with all the other sisters as well. They're always there and willing to do for everybody.
I would agree with that 100, and I'm a ditto what you said. I think Debbie picked everybody perfectly. Now we don't get to hear what Judy would have said, or Rosie or Paula.
Right.
So they will have to, let us know later. They can comment and tell me. But one of the things that I just thought about when you all were saying that, let me put my little oil piece in there, Sharon. I'm
Yes.
always looking for a moment to sneak an oil in there.
Yes.
But what is amazing, and it's not by accident, nothing is never by accident, but there's an oil called the Rose of Sharon.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And
wow.
it is also known as the Cistus oil. And that's
Oh.
Cistus. And that is a biblical oil. And guess what that oil is known for?
Uh-oh.
Helping those that are unable to say no.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay.
You can look it up, you can Google it, you can trust the oil boss. The Rose of Sharon /
Wow.
Cistus oil, which is a biblical oil, is to help those with saying no. So you are just falling in line with your name, and there's nothing, you can't be mad at that, because I know your no's are a loving no.
Okay.
Right,
And a
right.
needed no.
Right.
So those that know you, like your sisters know you, so that's my little oil piece there.
Okay.
So then, if I could just say something, this is a time when, in 2019, we just had the big Marvel movie come on.
Yes.
And so as Debbie was talking, I'm thinking, okay, y'all got pretty much everything covered. So you five are a force to be reckoned with, because we got Superwoman, we got Wonder Woman, we got Speedy, we got the enhanced sentence, so she's going to know before anybody else know. And then you said Sharon, you said Debbie as the encourager.
Absolutely.
But you said something in there that made me think of stability,
Yes.
and something that puts that stability, and you said she encourages, keeps everybody positive. So that's that stability, that anchor.
Right.
Woo.
Absolutely.
Woo. So I don't know if we should send this out to the 7, right?
Yes.
To the men, because they will realize, but they already know.
They
They
know.
already
They
know
know.
that they have some powerful women in their life. So in talking about you all, I just want to take a second real quick and bring up about your amazing mother.
Oh, wow.
12 children.
Yes.
That in of itself is amazing
Yes.
to raise. And I'm going to brag a minute for a second.
Okay.
She raised 12 amazing children, all that are a wonderful addition to society. Let me say it in that manner, because you all have had great jobs. A lot of you are retired.
Yes.
Yes.
All here, very family oriented. I don't know what else to say. Just great family, great love. And I have to mention that your mom was deaf, so most of you sign, is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes,
Correct.
that's correct.
And when we live in a society where even the smallest thing can be seen as a negative, your mom turned that around to a positive, and has to be because of the 5 strong women. You got your superpowers. So let's give your mom a superpower. How about that?
Absolutely.
What superpower would...
Wow. What can I say about Mom? Because when she lost her hearing at the age of 5, and then got married later on at the age of, 19?
Mhm.
I would give her
20.
the enforcer.
Yes. And I think that would be
Because I
perfect.
think she pressed on, whereas most people, with you being deaf and had all the roadblocks that she had, she still pursued on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
one of the things that was amazing to me about my mom, I don't know when she did it or how she did it, but watching my younger siblings, you know, as babies and stuff, you cry, and when you cry, you know, I want a bottle, or I need a
Right.
bottle. The crying is something, though, but with my mother not being able to hear, I actually witnessed some of the young ones to grab her or touch her and do the bottle sign for their milk.
Wow.
Now, when that came into place, I don't know,
Right.
but I was able to see my younger siblings do that, and that was just amazing.
Yes.
So for her to be able to work with all the kids and maintain the house and to cook and to come up with meals and to budget and do the things that she did, I would call her the enforcer.
And
She was better at budgeting than our father.
Yes, she was. And not only that, she worked at the Ohio Bell for so many years too. So she did go out into the workforce and hold a job
Yes.
for quite some time. So, yes.
Yes, you know, and like I said, you know, we are in a society where people would give up, people would not excel the way that she excelled and raise a family the way that she raised a family. I mean, you know, you both described the work that you did, but I know for a fact that you all have great attributes and great things that you give to Ohio and to your workplace, and just do an amazing graduate college, graduate high school, things that parents that have all faculties are struggling with.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and struggling with one child,
Yes.
or can I say I got three children and the ghost of I don't know, but she managed with 12, so that's just amazing in and of itself. And surely that had a lot to do with who you are. And I recall you all taking trips, and then it was the 6th. So
Yes.
you
Right,
all,
we took her on trips.
Yes.
yes,
And
yes.
she loved going on her trips.
Mhm.
And I can just imagine as a mother with her daughters, and you all cruise trip and this trip and shopping trips
Oh,
and
yeah.
all of those things that, you know, as women we sometimes take for granted. But again, we're talking about sisterhood, and we're talking about how do we get there, you know. And that, I guess that's going to be one of my questions is, you know, what advice would you have for a person out there that, one, doesn't have a good relationship with her sisters, but her sisters are still alive? So there's always time to fix things, to have forgiveness, to show love. And I think you said it, Debbie. You said there's compromise. You said that there was giving support, and it takes work. I recall
Right.
you saying that.
It definitely takes work.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think the common ground on that is that even though you may disagree with your sisters or don't support them in what their choices are, the one common ground that I think all would come to agree is that you have each other's back.
Right.
There's
Right.
nothing, if you're down and out financially, or if you're sick, you know in your heart, even though you may disagree with that sister, that you have her back and she has your back. And that's the common bond, I think, that holds us together as sisterhoods, that we have each other's back.
Yes, yes. That I think that's a brick in the cornerstone. So when we return, we will discuss sisterhood, what it takes to make that bond and to put that work in, that compromise, that love, and that support when we return.
the best home fragrance and beauty products, shop Ash Kickin' online.
That's ASHKICKIN.
Made with 100% natural quality ingredients and handcrafted with your family in mind, Ash Kickin' products are better than those other guys. Ash Kickin' candles, incense, body butter, face moisturizer, and hair moisturizer are priced just right, and you can get yours at 10% off with coupon code TALK17. Support this 100% black-owned business and get your home and body smelling and feeling all right.
That's ASHKICKIN.
Shop Ash Kickin' online at www.ashkickin.com.
Are you ready for a high school that allows you to work at a place that is right for you? Are you ready to earn a certification in healthcare, business, or manufacturing while achieving your high school diploma? Then you are ready for Life Skills High School, a free public school option for high school students 16 to 21 years old. Learn more about your free high school educational options at lifeskillshs.org or call them at 1-800-888-7992. Life Skills High School, education that fits your life.
I've got the water, energy bars, and camera. I think we're set for the hike.
Almost. We need to protect our skin. Don't forget your wide-brimmed hat and sunscreen.
All right. I've got the hat. I've got SPF 30. Will that work?
Yeah, anything 15 or higher is good. Just make sure it says broad spectrum.
Great. Got it. I am not getting burned again. Let's go.
Learn more at cdc.gov/cancer.
This is Al Edmondson, owner of a Cutter Brother Rest Barbershop. I'm calling on all barbers and beauticians. It's time for us to unite as one. We can serve our communities better together. Join the Ohio Black Barber Beauty Network. For more information, visit www.obbn.org or call 614-427-3226 to get more information. Be the change that you want to see in your community. Join our network.
If you or someone you know is abusing drugs and or alcohol and want to stop the abuse, contact APDS at 1409 East Livingston Avenue. Office hours are 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. APDS is certified by the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services and primarily funded through the Adam H. Board. Fees are based on your income and Medicaid is always accepted. For more information, call 614-253-4448.
Every year, June marks the beginning of two busy seasons, summer and wedding season. If you are legally changing your name, you need to apply for a replacement Social Security card reflecting your new name. This is easier to fix now when you first change your name than years from now when you retire. So go to our website at www.socialsecurity.gov/SS number or call us at 1-800-772-1213, TTY 1-800-325-0778 to find out what specific documents you need to change your name and apply for a replacement card.
Live call-in talk show. Dial 1-877-932-9766 and join the conversation here on TalkTimitRadio.com.
TalkTimitRadio.com. We go where you go. The world's greatest radio. Radio the way it should be heard. Call us at 1-877-932-9766 or download the app. You can get that from your app store. Watch us live at Facebook /Talk